I kept eating and eating. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Okay, welcome to What Remains of Edith Finch. I picked this game out, I'd heard a little bit about it before, seen a little bit of its style, and thought it might be a good fit. With the new year upon us, it just seemed like a good time for a very story-driven, creative game that's still quite eerie in its own ways. Seem to be on a boat right now with a backpack. Hopefully that's not my litter. And a book that says Edith Finch.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you. And I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Is that the house? Oh, that is something.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
There's a risk of falling to your death from some of those rooms up there. Oh, and here's a small house for those who,
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Yikes. So the house, between that and the fact that nobody's picked up the paper in forever, the house must be abandoned.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Take that, text.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
I feel so cozy in my, what do you call those, arm
Maybe
socks?
she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
What a beautiful property, though. Tell you what, let's go back to the main path. So let me see if there's a run key. Oh, look at this. Okay, so there's Edith. And this, I assume, is the family tree of the Finches. A lot of them have end dates, so I suppose we probably won't be meeting them at the house.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
You have a sharper eye than I do. Guess that's a hoof print there. Oh. Speaking of. Wait, come back. I need interaction.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Wow, look at
The
that.
house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Guess we're in Washington.
I asked Edie once about the dragon in the pond. She said it had killed her husband.
Oh,
I was 6. It seemed like an odd joke to me even then.
yeah. I'd like to know a little bit more about that, too. Missing if you have information about Milton Finch. Oh, poor kid. Wait, here's another one. A little bit easier to read this time. Missing on October 23rd, 2003, by the looks of it. Called the Orcas Island Police. Okay.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
It's beautiful in a way, but it also looks like it's about to fall apart. You know? When it switches from stone to brick to
Now,
wood.
as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Just let me check the garage quick first. Oh, wind chimes. Okay. I'm not getting a pop-up there, so we'll go in through the front door.
I heard something moving around in the garage.
What? Was I supposed to come over here? Unless I could fit through the doggy door, I think we'll look into it later. We have an accessibility ramp here. All right, here we go.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Oh, false alarm.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Huh. Can't tell too much based on that. Other than that people like to read, and oh my god, look how much darker it's gotten. Okay, well, back to the garage. Maybe they'll let me put the key in now. Oh, we're going in. We're going in.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Speaking of which, is there a doggy in here, or what was making noise before?
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Oh, here we are.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
I say there's books everywhere. These are cookbooks, or at least food-related books. Thought I heard something move. Okay, so we have Dawn on the left. Looks like maybe the mother. Edith right there. Edie, maybe the grandmother, and Lewis. It's not Milton, who we saw the poster of, so it must be somebody else. Oh. Milton has passed away. What is moving over here? Go ahead and screenshot if you need a good recipe. One of Edie Finch's own. Not sure where to go next. Let's just have a look around, I guess.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Yeah, I have no small amount of questions here at the moment. But okay, so Orcas Island was the name of the place we are. Obviously, you need to take a ferry to get here, so it's fairly remote. See anything? It's like there's something smashed up out there. Like a shipwreck that hasn't actually gone down. Something is moving around here a lot. Okay.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
I assume she's been here her whole life. Or Edie was here her whole life.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Ew. It certainly paints a picture. But you're right, it's hard to imagine living in a house that's just, it's got books
Even
everywhere.
the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
The original house sank. Oh, and there goes the narration up the chimney. Pulling a reverse Santa Claus. Huh. Ooh. Very interesting. This place feels like a museum, honestly, other than the dishes still on the table.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Interesting. Is that Bigfoot in the background? Great-Grandpa Sven had some good taste. So Great-Grandpa Sven then built the house itself, so she just kind of slipped in there. And it is the most interesting house by far anyone's ever built. Save maybe the Winchester Mansion, so... Whoa! Not sure that's how great stuff insulating foam is supposed to be used.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Buried in the library? So it's something like a mausoleum.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Oh, we don't know he's dead? That's a good sign. In a way.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Alright, I've got to know what happened here. Upstairs before downstairs. What? Actually, you know what? This place is so tall. Might as well take out the basement first.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Now, I guess she was 11 when she left this place, and so she was pretty young. And you wouldn't want kids just wandering around the house if there were, hazards to them in some way. Maybe a incomplete room, some construction going on. New addition
After
to the
Milton
house.
disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms.
What?
Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Ooh, there was a lot of conflict in this house. What I was going to say, though, is when you have kids and you have something you need to keep them safe from, usually there's like a room. Don't go in this room, don't go in that room. But it sounds like she didn't have access to much of the house. What is this, a lion girl? This is, Molly's room.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Rest in peace, Molly. Crazy to think then this room, by the time we're here now, has been this way, for decades? Decades and decades? Over 50 years? Whose room is this?
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Why wouldn't she seal up Walter's? He's here. Okay. So Edie and Sven, I think, married? And that explains this branch of the tree. Huh. Well, this house looks... I wonder, because it's in the water and it looks like a structure, I wonder if it has anything to do with what's out back there.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
This can be a secret passage,
Turns
isn't
out,
it?
My mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Oh, that is so cool.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Well, we are already finding some interesting things here. Feels kind of early to climb into some secret area without having even looked around, but let's do it. What's the worst that could happen? Am I crawling? Yeah, I am.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
He's not still
Reading
here,
this,
is he?
Maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Somebody else's room?
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
So we just made it into Molly's. Wow, okay. Guess let's start over here.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
That is so cute. I'm relieved to see the gerbil's not still here. You know what I mean? Yep, December 47. Whoopes, whoopes. The common wolf. It's so interesting. They had so many cool things. What a great place to grow up. I
got
guess
the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here. Before my mom sealed the doors.
Guess I probably should hold on that until I find out what actually happened here, but What's Molly got to say?
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Wonder what happened to her. Was she, misbehaving?
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Not gonna venture outside yet.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Oh, okay. Well, guess what's a carrot, right? About over here, can we tell?
I kept eating and eating.
No, don't eat that. Don't eat whatever that is. Don't eat that. I'm sorry, I clicked on it.
I ate a lot of things that night.
How hungry was she?
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Okay, we are not eating the bird. In fact, we're gonna go ask Mom for a real meal.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Yikes, I'm hungry. Come on.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Whoa, I'm a cat. That's awesome. All right. Now I can eat birds. That's cool, right?
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Almost got it.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Yeah, they're just having a conversation. Why would they pay attention to the cat? Let me get over there. Oh. Interesting, it looks like they're building an addition almost. Well, I guess this actually would have been the original house back then that Sven was working on. It was back in 1947. Come on.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Wait, you've done this before? Not as a cat, right?
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind.
Thank goodness.
Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
All right, where are we looking here?
Rabbits.
Oh. Let's get them.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons.
Oh, tough
I
break.
swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
This girl must have been hungry. She needs to eat as several different types of creatures.
A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating.
Uh-oh.
And suddenly, I was a shark.
No. I'm ragdolling. Somebody stop me. Oh, I can still control. Where should a shark be headed right about now? Some water down there, right? There we go.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Oh, what's this down here? That looks like a boat. What's over here? Oh, yep, I think we got something.
I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Now we've got a blood trail.
Grabbed on tight. I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Oh. What? Am I a snake? An eel?
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
I think we're on the ferry, right? There's cars in here.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
We got this guy. Wait, am I the bad guy of this story? I'm taking their luggage. They say the captain tastes the most
I wanted
delicious.
to stop, but also I didn't.
Belly with a rusty razor, his belly with a rusty razor, his belly with a rusty
Okay.
razor.
Let's get the passed out sailor. Let's go for the bird. Ah, he made it away already. To the captain.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Not usually where I go for good smells. What's going on here? We're going up some sort of plumbing or drain? Oh, yeah, okay. This is nightmarish ramifications.
I got closer and closer.
Wait, we're back in Molly's room. She's not gonna eat herself, is she?
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Was Molly actually consumed by a monster then?
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Who's that?
I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
I really want to look under the bed, but it's not letting me. Or can I go in the bathroom? There's a cat outside. Hey, are you Molly? Huh. I suppose I can actually crawl out. No, I can't crawl on the branch, but I can
This will be
walk.
obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Okay, moving over here. Oh, even the animals are passing away. We have Bob the snake, and can't read that one. Burpee, the little red bird.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Oh, that explains. So those ones that are in my hands right now must be hers too.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Oh. So she knew he was going to die? She's an excellent artist. You can tell she loves the family.
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Okay, look at the family curse. Obviously, there's been a lot of evidence suggesting something like this is happening, but now they're outright saying it. That's why everybody's dying.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Okay, so he brought his whole house over on the barge, huh?
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Oh, jeez. So that's when they're talking about the brick that was brought in from the sunken house, that's what they're talking about, I guess.
Odin's daughter Edie with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Wait, hold up a second. So Odin was the first to die on Orcas Island of the Finch family. I wonder if he's in the library, or if that was kind of a metaphor.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
I wonder what she thought about it growing up. Seems like something you can't really keep from kids. Also, I love this door. Sven, I'm guessing, is the one with the construction helmet on since he built the house. And that leaves Edie to be the one with the sunbonnet. What else can we find in here? Looks like Edie was on a lot of medications by the end. Which she didn't bring with, so, you know, not optimistic that she left the house.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
The dynamic between these two is fascinating. The strict mother and the kind of rebellious and creative grandmother.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Wait, Edith Jr.? But I guess Edie would be an Edith as well. Okay. Seems obvious now, but... random junk. That's going to have the coolest stuff in it. Oh, Weird America, the Finches. Okay, so they had some sort of notoriety almost.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Oh, I love it. What a character. Nice. That's sort of the, the builder's stone, in a way.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
It's so sad he died. But at least he was doing what he loved, right? He would construct things all the time. And that was probably for his kids, right?
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Let's see, before I head in there. Okay. Is that... oh, that's the chicken door. Or that's the bird door. Okay. I was confused if there's an outline of a person back there. Now it's just a bird with a helmet on. She does seem the ultimate
The only
quirky
trace
grandmother.
Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Hard not to notice. Is that a lock on another... oh, okay, right. So it's a secret passageway. Why are some of these doors still caulked over? Okay, it won't let me look in that particular peephole. So let's see where this passageway goes. They must have just liked the idea of these secret passageways, because, I mean,
There's
why
a
else would
secret
you...
in this bathroom.
why else would you write a pop-up book? As cool as it is.
It's in the last place you would look.
Okay, so it's not under the sink.
It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
That is the coolest pop-up book I've ever seen in my entire life.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Looks like this was a dark room, yeah. Interesting. Can we see anything here? Looks like a lot of photos of nature, or this might be a self-portrait here. Looks like he's wearing like a Hawaiian shirt or maybe camo. What about over here? Milton. Is this Milton's room? Well, hold on now. There's cigarettes and everything. I don't think it'd be... Oh, Sam Finch. Okay, he was in the Marines. Wow, what a cool design for a room. You have your own little bridge here. Your little command center. Huh.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Oh, so this is the other half of the room. I get it now. Okay. So the twin was here. This would have been Sam. This, I guess, is Calvin. So cool.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
It really feels like half the family is trying to forget, and half the family is trying to remember.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch.
Speaking of.
The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Thanks.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
No, don't.
I told him going around was impossible.
Don't even try it.
Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh, he did it. He pulled him up.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Oh, jeez.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
How he said on the playground it wasn't possible. No matter how hard you pumped your legs, you weren't going to be able to do a full 360-degree spin around the swing set.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
That would explain why his area still looks like this. What's over here, I wonder? Are you kidding me? What an incredible design.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Now we're getting to the creepy area. That's what I'm looking for. Alright guys, we'll end part 1 of our 3-part series here. Hope you're enjoying it so far. Next up is Barbara's room. We'll figure out more about what happened to the Finch family. See ya!